Good day, good time. I hope that your time wherever you are within your conscious is going fabulous. If you're new to this channel, tuning in to me as a channel, thank you so much for showing up. And then if you came back, so awesome. Thank you for supporting me as I grow within videos and video recording and editing. If you watched my first video, thank you so much. It was a little choppy and very raw footage. I don't know how to edit videos yet, but I'm working on it. So for today, I am trying to focus. I am focusing on the concept of focus. Knowing where I'm putting my energy and trusting that where I bring that awareness to is the right place for me. Example being deliberately manifesting. So feeling confident about where I am within my life, or being grateful and content, and knowing that it is a process and that the process is progress. That is one of my favorite mantras that I've been telling myself is the practice is a process and the process is always progression. You're always receiving exactly what you need to receive. And I've been feeling super empowered as not just a soul, as not just a woman, but more so as a human. I feel like being able to take responsibility for being human is one of the most enriching but difficult experiences a soul has. I also have a soul lesson on comparison, comparing myself to others and their progression within their soul journey. Um, it's it's interesting to me because I see, and it's not so much as maybe it is a little bit of jealousy, but how other souls or other humans seem to be able to be be better at being human. You know, it seems like they're able to just hop right in the material plane, and they get it, and they're focused and they're concentrated and they're dedicated to their lives. Granted, I don't know, maybe they're not. Maybe they have the same thoughts and the same tribulations that I have, these ex- existential crises about just existing and being here, and the weight of just being responsible for existing, living your life. Uh, so I was focusing on different ways that make me feel empowered. Um, a couple months ago, I went through this transition in my life where um, I thought I knew who I was or what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. And then it turned out I got to a point where I was looking around and I realized I had put myself in a corner, a box. And it was interesting to me because I had put up like tapestries on my little figurative corner, put incense, lit some candles, got some crystals, and was like, yeah, this corner is pretty sweet. Until one day I looked up and I was like, wait, what the fuck? Why am I still in a corner? Why have I disguised my prison as something magical? And the prison that I had created was in my mind, and I was constraining myself and limiting myself, but knowing I was always going to be okay, because like we're always okay. And I have noticed that we are so blessed and so supported all the time that even in our worst moments, or when we are participating in things that could be unhealthy for us or not so enriching or expansive, we're able to reason with ourselves until we're okay. We're able to make the best out of any situation and be so positive that we trick ourselves into staying in places that no longer serve us for a longer amount of time for fear of the unknown. We touched a little bit about the unknown in my last video, and I want to make a whole another video about the unknown, because I think that that is so, that's where all the growth happens. And you hear it briefly, people talk about that subject, oh, the unknown is where growth happens, but like, how can you really apply that short snippet of information into something that is everlasting and you'll be able to always reference in your everyday life? So I want to make another video about that. I should write that down. I'll probably remember later on in life, and we'll make it. But anyways, moving back into this focused energy of empowerment. So being your own hero of your own story, and how you can be on two ends of a spectrum. So we can be the hero and we can also be the victim, and then we can stay in limbo. And from my personal experience, becoming a victim is giving away your power. So when you choose to say that the universe, God, whatever your higher power may be, is punishing you, or that things are happening to you, it's so you choose not to take responsibility for the actions that you have done in your past that brought you to this moment in your life, and you're giving away your power and say it's easier to be a victim. It's easier for you to allow things to influence you versus you stepping up, taking the responsibility for holding yourself up physically and metaphysically, standing on your own 2 feet and going, you're right. Maybe choice A, choice B, choice all the way through Z weren't the best, quote unquote, but they got me here. So now that I'm here, what can I do? Small changes in order for me to redirect my focus, my energy into something that is more desirable for me. And that's the other end of the spectrum, is feeling empowered and taking charge for taking accountability for what you think, what you say, and what you do within your life in order to become the hero of your own epic story. Being empowered and then also empowering other people to find that same passion and that fire and excitement for their own lives. And that's something that I've been really, really excited to teach and talk more about, and get a little bit deeper into that feeling. And so I've been listening to, like I said before, a lot of Abraham Hicks, and she talks about feeling focused. And I like that feeling focused, like how you feel and what you focus on through what you feel. So if I am, say, in a situation, I'm a visual learner, and it helps me grasp, and I love stories. So like, I'll tell you a little story. An example: if I am at work and I'm serving a waitress, or I am a waitress and I am serving, and I have a customer that the entire day tries to walk out on their tab. This actually happened to me. And I'm sure it's happened to a bajillion other people. But the entire day, all my other customers are like tipping well. I'm like kind of in a flow. Everything's pretty easy. I've got a nice groove going. And then this one table, or maybe a handful of tables, are just stiffing me, not tipping, or one of them tries to walk out. What am I going to choose to focus on? The anger that I had for the table that tried walking out, or compassion for their story in life, or maybe feeling really grateful for all the other tables that have tipped me well, or the people who have just been like an enlightening, or rather an uplifting force in my day. So noticing where I'm at, taking it all into consideration, evaluating everything that's happened, but focusing on what feels good for me in order to move more deliberately towards that feeling. Always finding good feeling thoughts, good feeling, just good feelings. And it's not to say when you start to focus on good feelings that you're never gonna have like bad thoughts, or you're not gonna be talking shit about someone in your head, or you won't fucking go off and say something, you know? We are humans, and by nature we have emotions, but the emotion is the energy that we use to help manifest our reality. And we need emotion, we need to feel everything, and we need to accept that is just part of the process to go through the stages of emotion or have a bad day, and know that the bad day is a bad day in order for you to move forward with a little bit more life wisdom and be able to have compassion for others when they also have a bad day. And it's not all bad. It's all good until it's all bad, but it ain't really all bad, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, even the bad is good, and so it's literally always good. And just because we have this understanding that it's always good does not mean that it hurts any less, or that your anger diminishes, or your frustration goes, or there is no doubt, or there isn't any insecurity. It's just the ability to understand and recognize those emotions, those feelings, and then take accountability for them. And then be able to process them, move with them, allow them to move through you, so you're not holding on to unnecessary baggage, but more so using that energy to give something different to the world. And I know that's where true magic comes from, is the ability to be intentful and just be accountable for who you are and everything that's happened to you, and choose to say that it's happening for you versus happening to you. Um, so just allow yourself to feel a little bit more, a little bit more. Allow yourself to feel rather than stifling emotion or like stifling yourself. Give yourself that opportunity just to be in motion with your emotion. I hope that you have a beautiful day. Know that even the days that are not as beautiful all serve a divine purpose, and the work that you're doing here for yourself is going beyond this very moment. It's shifting, we're shifting, and we do this together. And it's so empowering and so powerful to move the collective consciousness towards anything desirable, and expansion, growth. We give ourselves an opportunity just to continue moving forward, and that's why we're here. And also, you're so loved. If you have any questions, comments, feedback, please let me know. I really thrive off of questions. I feel like that's where we learn the most, is when we ask questions. So please feel free to ask questions. If you have an answer to another question and you want to reach out to me, just let me know. I always have lots of questions, and I feel like coming together would probably be really, really good. Until we meet on or off the video, or on or off the yoga mat, or in life, namaste.